Yeah, hi there. These comments are for 2318. I'm using the last four digits of your student ID number. And I just read your essay. This is one of these. It's tough. You got 3.5 out of 5, 22 points out of 30. So when I was looking at the rubric here, I think your structure is actually pretty good, but you have some problems with sentence formation and word choice. So I think that's part of it. Some grammar issues, which will result in a lower score. So let's take a look at the first paragraph. So people always choose to enter universities. I would say here to learn. It's very common to say, if you say for, you'll say, I went to the store for some bread, or I went to the store to buy bread. So usually if you have for, you'll put a noun phrase after it. I know it's possible to use a gerund after it, but I would say here, people always choose to enter universities to learn more knowledge when they, present tense, graduate from high school. You might say something like this: in this regard, to help tie those sentences together. Some students prefer to attend a small university. Maybe connect these two sentences together using whereas. Others prefer to attend a big universities. The universities, whether, not whatever, I would say here, whether they're big or small, have their specific advantages. So you might want to check out, I have a lesson on noun clause connectors. Might be a good idea for you if you go in the grammar part of my course. Okay, the only problem with this is this first paragraph is a little bit short. That's my only problem. I'm just trying to add a little bit more here. Now I think we have it. You might say that. And it said the word choose because I used that in the previous sentence, so I'm trying to make sure everything is connected. So I think this works a little bit better. What have we done now? So now we're at 82. It's a little bit better. So people always choose to enter universities to learn more knowledge when they graduate from high school. I'm going to say may choose because it doesn't always happen, right? That tone is a little too strong. So people may choose to enter universities to learn more knowledge when they graduate from high school. Some students may decide to pursue medical degrees, while others are more interested in business administration. Choosing college majors is but one of the many choices students will have to make when they attend college. In this regard, some students may choose to attend a small university, whereas others may choose to attend a big university. The universities, whether they're big or small, have their specific advantages. Then you can say students may choose big universities because these institutions have enough funds to run it, and that they're big. I don't think that works very well. They have enough funds to operate first. We'll have, I'm going to say access, I think is a better word. Access to good facilities on campus. Administrators will have enough funds to maintain these resources. Maybe put a colon here. A big gym. A good quality library. I would say nice dormitories, maybe plural. And so on. Second, the big universities not only have enough facilities but also have good teachers. Because the big universities supply better benefits to the teachers, I would just say not teachers, I would just say to the professors studying in their respective fields. So second, the big universities not only have enough facilities but also have good teachers. Not only have, but also have good parallel structure. Because the big universities provide better benefits to the professors studying in their respective fields. These students benefit from I would say benefit from good quality. Probably need the preposition. They can benefit from good quality teaching. Finding the big universities also have so many students that the students can make more. Students can interact more with each other, maybe thereby enhancing their maybe learning. Social experience. That's what I would say instead of the way that you wrote it there. The way you wrote it was a little bit awkward. So finally, the big universities have so many students that the students can interact more with each other, thereby enhancing their learning and social experience. For example, San Diego University, I'm going to say here, give you a different word other than the verb boasts. Enrollment up. How about that? San Diego University boasts an enrollment of more than 35,000 students to study. I'm going to say on campus. The big companies always like to choose their graduating students because they're good at communicating. Okay, I didn't see the connection at first. Large companies always like to choose. They're always like to hire graduated students who have good communicative abilities. Maybe connect these two together. That might work. Let's look at the last one. So, for example, San Diego University boasts an enrollment of more than 35,000 students to study on campus, and large companies always like to hire graduated students who have good communicative abilities. The only problem is, to be honest with you, is this last idea, it kind of deviates from the purpose of your paragraph. Your purpose is students choose big universities because these institutions have enough funds to operate, and it allows to have all these facilities. So if you give examples, the examples need to show the gym or the library or the nice dorms or something along those lines. So the problem is in this paragraph you probably tried to present too many reasons and you weren't able to give enough details for each of those ideas. Okay, interesting enough. I'm going to give you an interesting suggestion here. You say, however, there are many advantages in big universities, and you say the small universities are also popular for students. You have two main points, but I recommend the transitional element of the topic sentence should be subordinated. I would put that as a support idea, not as a main idea, so you might say this. Although, you might say, big universities have many advantages, and then make this a comma instead of a semicolon. Now, the purpose of this paragraph is the small universities are also popular for students. You might say maybe due to price and specificity of major. I'm creating a bit. I looked at what you did in the paragraph. I know you're talking about the price and also talking about the major. So for a small university, if you say that, then say a small university has lower tuition. I would say then that of big universities. Because what you're doing is you're not just comparing tuition, but you're not just comparing universities, but the tuition. So it means a small university has lower tuition than the tuition of big universities. So that takes the place of lower tuition or tuition. Many, you don't need to put of here. You just want to say many students. When you say this idea, consequently, I think is better here. Why am I doing this? Cause effect, right? So consequently, many students they can afford the small university's tuition. The small university supplies an opportunity to the students. You might say provides maybe ample financial opportunities. You might say such as grants, loans, maybe, and scholarships, if you want to say that. And I'm going to say here low income students. How about this? You might say this, that the small university supplies some specific majors for students Now you understand the grammar that I use here. I'm actually using a noun clause. It means the fact that. So second, notice how I said that the small universities supply some specific majors not found at larger institutions. What is all that about? Often attract students to attend those schools. For example, the University of Redlands, which is a small university, supplies some specific majors in biology field for students. The students who are interested in the major could choose maybe those specific majors only in small universities. All right, let's take a look at your last paragraph. Because we used that one before, I'm going to change it to even though here. Even though there are different advantages from big, let's be less wordy here, big and small universities. For me, I would rather, not would rather to, just I would rather choose. Remember, don't use, you need to use the base form after a modal, not an infinitive. I would rather choose the big university because I would put an international student. I prefer to attend big universities so that I can. The grammar you're using doesn't work very well. You like to use a gerund after for, but it doesn't really work very well most of the time. So I'm changing it. I prefer to attend big universities so that I can get more communication from native students. I can feel the native culture in the facilities which are supplied by big universities. I'm studying at California State University, San Bernardino, which is a big university, and I enjoy their good facilities on campus. But that doesn't really match what you're saying before. If you want to match what you're saying before, you'd say I'm studying at CSUSB, which is a big university, and I am able to communicate a lot with native speakers. If you say that, then this example ties into what you've already said. You say I go to a wonderful gym and big library every day, and that I love to do physical exercise, and the university supplies the facilities for students. Because the university has so many clubs on campus, now this is, you're getting your word order mixed up here. Maybe, let's see if we can rewrite this. The university has so many clubs on campus that I can choose. I'm going to say this, to maybe participate in, maybe comma, I can improve my English language and the ability to communicate. You say, therefore, the big university has enough funds. You don't even need this. I think it's good. You can just end here. I think this is fine, right? So it's developed. Like I said, you have pretty good structure to it, but as you can see, there's too many word choice, too many sentence structure things. Where is this one at? I gotta fix this. Hold on a minute. That's the word I was looking for, right? Okay, let me spell check this one more time. Alright, let's read it one more time. There's bound to be more problems in here, so I'll make a few more corrections. And I probably won't even get them all done before the end of this video, but let's see what we have. People may choose to enter universities to learn more knowledge when they graduate from high school. Some students may decide to pursue medical degrees, while others are more interested in business administration. Choosing college majors is but one of the many choices students will have to make when they attend college. And now that allows me to move on to the question. In this regard, some students may choose to attend a small university, whereas others may choose to attend a big university. The universities, whether they're big or small, have their specific advantages. Students may choose big universities because these institutions have enough funds to operate. First, students will have access to good facilities on campus, and administrators will have enough funds to maintain these resources. A big gym, a good quality library, nice dormitories, and so on. Second, the big universities not only have enough facilities but also have good teachers. Because the big universities supply better benefits to the professors studying in their respective fields, these students can benefit from good quality teaching. Finally, the big universities have so many students that the students can interact more with each other, thereby enhancing their learning and social experience. For example, San Diego University boasts an enrollment of more than 35,000 students who study on campus, and large companies always like to hire graduated students who have good communicative abilities. The only problem with this is it doesn't, at the end here, tie back as closely as it should to the beginning. Okay, next paragraph. Although big universities have many advantages, the small universities are also popular for students due to price and specificity of major. First, a small university has lower tuition than that of big universities. Consequently, many students can afford the small university's tuition. The small university supplies because that's plural, get rid of this, ample financial opportunities such as grants, loans, and scholarships to the low-income students. Second, that the small universities supply more specific majors not found at larger institutions often attract students to attend those schools. For example, the University of Redlands, which is a small university, supplies some specific majors in biology fields for students. The students who are interested in maybe these majors could choose those specific majors only maybe at small universities. Even though there are different advantages from big and small universities, for me, I would rather choose the big university. And probably because you said you don't even need this. Because I'm an international student, I prefer to attend big universities so that I can get more communication from native speakers and so that I can feel the native culture in their facilities, which are supplied by the big universities. I am studying at CSUSB, and I enjoy their good facilities on campus. This is the problem. The example here, it doesn't tie back to what you're saying here. So the middle of this paragraph isn't as unified as it could be. You say, I go to a wonderful gym and big library every day, and that I love to do physical exercise, and the university supplies the facilities for students. The university has so many clubs on campus that I can choose to participate in. I can improve my English and the ability to communicate. For these, maybe you might say, reasons, I enjoy larger universities. Right? So for you, yeah, I could probably lower your score to 3.0, but I'm going to keep it at 3.5. I mean, it's actually fairly organized, but there's certain parts of it, certain parts of certain paragraphs don't connect back to other parts of the paragraph. You have considerable language use issues in there, some sentence structure things I pointed out. So I'm comfortable giving you a score right now at about 3.5.